The Tesla Model 3 is Tesla's least expensive and most popular car. It's been a huge success for the automaker since the first one rolled off the lines in 2017 and can easily be considered the brand's bread and butter, with at least 272 miles of range on tap. The Model 3 is perfect for anyone who needs to scoot around a big city and can be stretched to work on longer road trips thanks to Tesla's massive Supercharger network. For 2023, can't see Tesla changing too much on the Model 3. It offers plenty of tech, more than enough range for the average commute, and enough space for anyone who's considering a smaller EV. We can always count on Tesla to add new features via over-the-air updates, but nothing major has been confirmed for the 2023 Model 3 yet. The only concern for Model 3 buyers is the price trajectory over the last few years. The Model 3's MSRP has slowly crept upward, and it seems like the dream of a $35,000 Tesla will stay exactly that, a dream. Opt for the range-topping performance model and your Model 3 gets lowered suspension, a subtle carbon fiber boot spoiler, and jazzily named Uberturbine 20-inch alloy wheels to make the car look lower, meaner, and much more sporty. It's inside the car where the Tesla Model 3 is a real revolution though. You can forget the supposed minimalist cabins, the Audi A4 or Jaguar XE. The Tesla Model 3's interior is almost completely devoid of buttons, knobs or dials of any kind. Instead, you control pretty much everything through a whopping 15-inch touchscreen. It's a good thing that the screen is easy to read, laid out rather sensibly, and responds to your inputs just as quickly as a range-topping iPad does. The satellite navigation based on Google Maps, it's incredibly easy to use and follow. The rest of the Tesla Model 3's cabin looks a bit plain by comparison, but at least it feels pretty solid now, which hasn't always been the case with Tesla cars. It's not quite as roomy as the likes of the new BMW 3 Series, particularly in the back, but the Tesla Model 3 comes with a vast panoramic glass roof that stretches all the way from the driver's headrests to the boot lid. It's a welcome addition as it does a fantastic job of flooding the cabin with light. If you'll be using your Tesla Model 3 for nipping to the shops, you won't be too worried about range, but it's nice to know that the long-range model can manage around 374 miles between charges if you're being extra careful. Charging from empty takes around 12 hours using a dedicated wall charger at home, where you can boost the Model 3's batteries from 10% to 80% full in as little as 35 minutes using Tesla's 120 kilowatts public charging points. Performance models lose out on a few miles of range, being able to cover 340 miles between chargers, but they're much faster. Accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour takes as little as 3.1 seconds compared with the 4.2 seconds of the long-range version and the standard plus 5.3 seconds. This means it's quicker than pretty much any other premium saloon on sale, and many much pricier sports cars for that matter. It's even easier to drive on motorways, where the optional autopilot system lets the car pretty much drive itself, providing you keep your hands on the steering wheel. It'll accelerate, brake and steer for you to maintain a safe distance to other cars, and will even change lane when you indicate. As good as it sounds, it will set you back an additional 6,800 pounds. Tesla offers the Model 3 in 3 different configurations. The base model, named simply Model 3, is the only one with a RWD configuration. Tesla claims up to 277 miles of range out of the standard Model 3, although it can go down to 267 miles of range based on wheel selection. In the middle of the range lives the Model 3 Long Range, a dual-motor AWD variant of the Model 3. As of writing, the fate of the Model 3 Long Range is a bit up in the air. Tesla has the option grayed out on their online design studio, and there are rumors circulating that they may not be available in 2023 based on production issues. Assuming we do see a Model 3 Long Range for 2023, it should share the same specs as the 2022 model. That means 358 miles of range on a full charge, one of the highest numbers in the industry. If you're looking for an AWD Model 3, and you're not ready to gamble on waiting for a long range, you're in luck. The most exciting version of the Model 3 also happens to be AWD. The Model 3 Performance shares the same dual-motor configuration as its long-range sibling, only the Performance sacrifices some range for overall athleticism. Tesla says that you should be able to get 315 miles of range from the Model 3 Performance, still not a slouch in the range department.